Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel. I'm out cruising around the city of Nanning, but I'm across the river in an area where I don't usually go, but there's been a lot of construction going on over in this area, so I thought I'd come over and check it out. Well, there's a new complex, mall type area, and you know, it's different than what we see in the Western world. It's oriented towards bringing your children to the mall, but not just bringing your children to the mall, because they all live basically upstairs and around the area. So there's always something sort of wholehearted, innocent for the children to do, while the parents are, well, keeping an eye on the kids for sure. But there's restaurants and there's little shops, and you can hear in the background, and I'll be putting some of the B-roll and whatever in this video, where every time a new business opens up, they sort of have a celebration, and they have these people, the dragon guys, come out and they bang on the drums and they make noise, and the dragon dances and jumps around and whatever. And what this does is it brings focus to that particular business on its opening day type thing. So it's not just a business opens up and nobody hears about it. I heard it out on the street as I was riding by on my e-bike. But you can see the little trains, and you got all of the things for the kids to do. Wish it's dark in here, guys. But it's family oriented. It's not like the Western world. You know, we do have like the West Edmonton Mall and places like that you know, cater to a lot of children's rides and sort of fantasy whatever with the boat and stuff. But it's not like here. All of the malls, all of the sort of communities, like they're not just malls, they're communities, because as you can see, check this out, guys. As you can see, there's high-rise apartment buildings all the way around too. So thousands of families actually live here in the mall area, and it's their version of the 15-minute city. Because all you got to do is go downstairs to the restaurant. All you got to do is go downstairs to the supermarket, get your groceries. All you got to do is go downstairs and buy a pair of shoes or whatever. And it's one of those things that it's as I say, it's so much more different here than it is in the West. And it's clean. It's safe. Can't emphasize that anymore. It's safe, and you can have a bar. Like you see the Tsingtao Peugeot beer place back here. You can have all of it in the same area, and people don't get out of hand. People don't overdo it. People don't act like we do in the West. You know what I mean? What a neat place. I love China. One of the things that you notice really fast when you come to China is the sheer bucks that they got. Like seriously, like here's a Maserati. Here's a baby blue Rolls Royce. Here's a nice little Porsche sports car. And the cheapest one of all, the little Mercedes. You know what I mean? They're not somebody's vehicles. They're here for show. But it's just the idea that in a mall in a rural, semi-rural area of Nanning City, in the southwestern portion of mainland China, you would have these vehicles being displayed at a new complex, housing complex. Oh, there's bucks here, all right. There's bucks here. The idea, build it and they will come, is true in China, because well, for one thing, they got 1.4 billion people. For another thing, they really love to go out and dine in the evening. They really like to drink beer on the street corner. maybe that's why I like it here so much. They like family-oriented sort of get-togethers. They like shopping. They like their electronics. So when you're building a community like one of these, and you see them everywhere, they're going up everywhere around China, not just in Nanning City. You can see how the lives of the Chinese people are getting better. A lot better. They've got more expendable cash, so they do go out more. They're buying vehicles so they can travel further. So the suburbs, where it used to be where you basically stay to your little area, because to travel too far, well, you're on a bike, you can't really do it. There was no subways. I noticed that there's subways all through this area now, where 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, there wasn't any subway out in this area. I think they're gonna run the subway all the way to the airport, which is sort of nice. You don't have to take a cab into town. Walk quicker. Yeah, I didn't even know this place existed, and it looks like there's a lot of outside entertainment, barbecues and things like that at night. So this might be one of the places I show up in the evening with an insatiable thirst for beer and barbecue. Yeah. Check this out, guys. You get the sort of the whole feel of the place by just the sheer size of it. Sort of makes you feel in the West that you're being left behind, doesn't it? And you are. It's without a doubt, China's growing faster than any place I've ever seen in my life. I think it's growing faster than any place has ever grown in the history of the world. And how do you compete with that? Well, you simply don't, because you can't compete with a country with 1.4 billion people, and everybody likes working and making money and bettering their lives, educating their kids so they can build stuff like this. What a place, man, what a place. And you notice behind me, and you see this all over the place in China, they got security guards, and just in case something goes wrong, somebody gets out of hand or whatever, it does happen everywhere in the world. So you got security guards every once in a while in all the complexes. Even our complex, an older one over by Guangzhou University, has, I think we've usually got 3 or 4 security guards on staff on the premises at any one time, which is good. See, you really never have to worry about anything. That's their job to worry about it. And you can see the kids can cruise around, not a worry in the frickin' world, guys. Let's go over. I'm not quite sure why they have the giraffe, the big giraffe, but on the first floor I showed you the giraffes at the bottom of it. And this is what it looks like at the top. See, it's all basically for the kids, guys. Check this out. And the little trains going by. Sure know how to take care of their kids here, don't they? Sort of stokes their imagination, you know what I mean? And that's a good thing for children. So after all of that said and done, I'm still looking for that beer. It's a new place for me, so it's not as easy finding it. Maybe I should just use my big beer sniffing nose. I'm on the trail. Escalators? Well, of course, you know, like, why walk up and down stairs when you can use an escalator, right? Good. kids' toy stores, they got drugstores, and they've got restaurants, and they've got tea places, and coffee shops, and they've got massage places, places to get your nails done, get your hair cut. They got, holy smokes, they got just about everything here. So they gotta have beer. I'll be back. And one of the strangest things I'd like you to notice here in China that you wouldn't see in the Western world is this store is storing their stuff out in the walkway. What would happen if they did this in Chicago or LA or San Francisco? Hey? All of that shit would be gone, would it not? Think about it, guys. Oh, here's a store and they have beer. I'll be right back. And again, after a hard day of videotaping, it just goes to show my age here. I thought I'd try something different. They got these little apple cider Rio drinks and 8% alcohol. I thought, well, what harm could it do? You know what I mean? So I bought it. It's actually pretty damn good. They're $12.50, so it'd be about $2.50 Canadian. It's as strong. It tastes like apple juice. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all. But after a couple of these, I would imagine you probably catch the buzz. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. Here, somewhere on the outskirts of Nanning City, on the way to the airport. Never been here before. On my bike. I didn't think my bike could even make it. It's at its limit, I'm sure of it. But until next time, peace out. Bye now.